I remember when I visited Mabatini to be specific, where this member represents. I didn't sleep that night, I must admit, seeing what I saw in Mabatini. And it is the reason why today we are building a modern school in Mabatini. These are not isolated problems. These are symptoms of a city that has for too long been managed reactively instead of strategically. And we must also say this without fear. There are people who benefit from this dysfunction. Members, there are cartels who profit from disorder. There are interests that thrive in illegal connections, illegal dumping, illegal occupation, illegal construction, and broken systems. I have said it before. I said it the other day that we must, as a leadership, confront cartels and brokers and those who wish to benefit unjustly from the people of Kenya. You remember, honorable members, an occasion where I said, mambo ni matatu. It was about the sugar cartels. Today, you can ask the people in Western Kenya, sugar cane that used to be paid in 6 to 1 year, they are now paid every week. Workers working in sugar companies that used to be paid by government, they are now paid by factories every month. And we are well on course to being not just a sugar sufficient country, we will be a sugar exporting country in the next 2 to 3 years. That is what confronting cartels gives us. We have confronted the fertilizer cartels, including those who sold stones to us as fertilizer. They are no longer in office. We have confronted the coffee cartels that made it impossible for farmers to earn any decent return for their coffee. Just imagine one person was a farmer, had a license as a miller, had a license as a broker, and was also participating in buying coffee at the coffee exchange. One person. Today, when we broke the cartels, the price of coffee has moved from 50 shillings per kilo to 120, 130, 150 shillings per kilo. I recently took head-on the fuel cartels. Members, we must take the cartels in the city of Nairobi head-on. Whoever they are, however powerful they may be, it is your responsibility, that of the county government, and you have the national government support to deal with it. We all know There are those who make money from weak enforcement, poor coordination, and institutional paralysis. There are those who shout the loudest against reform precisely because they benefit most from failure. We know them. You know them. And let me be very clear today. Under this administration, the era of appeasing cartels at the expense of the public interest must come to an end. Because leadership is not about protecting comfortable arrangements for a few people. Leadership is about delivering justice, dignity, order, and opportunity for the majority. That is what leadership is. And that means some hard decisions will have to be made. If roads must be expanded, they will be expanded. If enforcement must be, encroachments must be removed, they will be removed. If drainage channels must be cleared, they will be cleared. If illegal structures must come down, they will come down. And if systems must be reorganized to restore order, they will be reorganized. We, honorable members, must stop doing anything otherwise. We cannot demand world-class infrastructure while defending lawlessness. We cannot cry about floods and then resist drainage works. We cannot complain about congestion and then oppose road expansion. We cannot demand cleanliness while protecting illegal dumping. We cannot ask for order while resisting every intervention required to create it. Progress, friends, has a cost. Reforms has a cost. Order has a cost. But you know what? Disorder also has a cost. Keeping to the status quo has a cost. But the good news is the cost of reform, the cost of order, the cost of change is always lower than that of indecision or status quo. So let's make our choice. And for us who are seated in this auditorium, I'm speaking to you as president and as a friend. If we are not prepared to bear the temporary inconvenience of fixing this city, then we must stop pretending that we are serious about changing it. Sindio, marafiki? Yes. For your information, State House has received notice from the multi-agency team reclaiming riparian land that part of the State House boundary, the wall along Kirichwa Kubwa River, falls within the riparian reserve, and it must come down. Yes, it must come down. They have told me at least 15 meters from the high mark, and I promise you that wall will come down. Honorable members, the great cities of the world did not become great by accident. They became great because leaders like the ones seated in this assembly chose discipline over disorder, long-term planning over short-term politics, and public interest over private convenience. A serious city guarantees mobility. It guarantees water, sanitation, safety. A serious city plans where people live, how they move, how they trade, and how infrastructure supports growth. A serious city protects green spaces, manages waste properly, and creates a dignified urban environment in which enterprise and opportunity can thrive. That is the standard we must now impose upon ourselves. And it is why this cooperation agreement matters. It is not about transferring functions. I want to tell you this. This is not another NMS.